Two teams with similar records, but heading in opposite directions tonight. Meet at Taft Stadium. Oklahoma City Energy seek its first win in more than a month as it begins a stretch filled with home games. Orange County SC is rolling with back-to-back wins, including a blowout of Tacoma Defiance. Thanks for joining us tonight. The scene is set. Brought to you by Mercy. Mercy is the Energy's official medical provider and the presenting partner for tonight's match. At Mercy, your life is our life's work. Learn more at mercy.net/Energy Sports. I'm Ryan Pierce, pleased to be joined by ex-Manchester United great Gary Bailey. Gary, two teams that are going in different directions right now.
Oh, look at Orange County. I mean, absolutely brilliant. 6 goals scored, none conceded. And of course, they were the champions of the West Conference, the Conference West last season. So they're looking like their team of old. OKC, as you mentioned, going in the opposite direction. Just the 1 point from 4 games. All sorts of problems there for OKC.
Big name for Energy FC, Omar Gordon. He has been playing well recently.
Yeah, look at him, built solid. He's a good target man. Love the hairstyle as well. Absolutely brilliant to see, my man. But yeah, he can score goals and he's a difficult man to tie down. So somebody that the Orange County defenders will have to keep an eye on today.
Yeah, the Orange County defense has been great over their past 2 matches. 6 goals scored, none conceded, led by Patrick McLean between the pipes. But tonight he's not there. It's Aaron Cervantes, a 17-year-old, stepping in.
Wow, how exciting is this? A 17-year-old, he's a USA U17 international. Can't wait to see this young man play. I wish him all the best. Who knows, we could be looking at the future of USA goalkeeping here today.
He has work cut out for him. OKC can score, so can Orange County, 2 of the top scoring teams in the league. Face off tonight, OKC trying to right the ship. Orange County hopes to keep up momentum. We'll have the action when we come back.
Goals are something we outline for ourselves, and oftentimes they can be pretty lofty. When things begin to line up the way we think they should, we appreciate those who helped us along the way, like the help you get with commercial banking from FFB. Our experts are ready to partner with you to help you manage cash flow, oversee accounts through online banking, and help you secure a business line of credit. Because we know you've got better things to do, like grow your business. FFB. We go where you go.
Mercy helps the Energy get to the top of their game. We can help you get to the top of yours.
Outlining your own destiny is something we all take pride in. And knowing we're doing what we love is what makes this life adventure so exciting. Isn't it nice to have a banking partner that's along for the ride? FFB makes life easier with a simple click and snap, so things like mobile banking and deposits can be done anywhere, anytime. Plus free bill pay, person-to-person transfers, and Apple Pay. With free ATMs worldwide, why wouldn't you want a bank that gives you this much freedom? FFB. We go where you go.
From Taft Stadium in Oklahoma City, big one today. Energy FC 2-3-1, Orange County SC 2-2-2. Ryan Pierce, Gary Bailey. Gary, we were talking about it. If Energy FC can get the win today, they move up 8 spots in the standings, and they've got a bit of a unique look in their lineup today as we get going in this one as well.
Yeah, they can really climb the tables. It's amazing how quickly they can with a win. They go from 14th to something like 5th. There's their lineup. Isley, of course, up front, and we saw Omar Gordon on the left. So good. Bassetti, the Frenchman, is a real creator. And then a solid back four with a top-class goalkeeper at the back. So many internationals in this team, Lorendi being one of them. Mike DeFont, a recent signing, really shores them up. So you look at this team and you think, man, they should be up in that sort of top 6 easy, never mind top 8. They should be doing a lot better than they are. And, you know, this is a tough game for them to turn around their poor form. That's all I can say is they've chosen Orange County. It's a difficult team to beat, but this team should be doing a lot better than it currently is, and I'm sure they will do in due course.
Yeah, Orange County made it to the semifinals last year, and they return a lot of players, have a couple newcomers, and they have been very good over their past 2 games. 6 goals scored, 0 conceded, and that back line is so steady.
It is, although they have made one change. They've brought Quinn back in there, and Adams has come in the midfield to replace him. Otherwise, it's pretty much the same team, of course, with the young goalkeeper Cervantes coming in. Michael Seaton up front for me is a special player. I know Jones is their top goal scorer, but Michael Seaton is big and strong and a top future player.
A young player on a veteran team, only 22 years old, yet he's been playing professional soccer since 2013. Very fast, and like you said, a top-notch goal scorer.
Yeah, he absolutely is. And you mentioned the ages. Other than the goalkeepers just come in, that team, they're all over 25. So Michael Seaton, one of the younger players. And I think that's what makes Orange County so difficult to beat, is they're experienced. They've been around the block enough times. They've got solid players in every position. They did so well last season, so they've got a lot of confidence. So for OKC here today, this is a tough task, but they have to turn things around. You know, 3 draws and a loss in their last 4 it's a bad state to be in, and you've got to dig yourself out of it and dig yourself out quickly.
Omar Gordon with that fantastic hair leading his team on the field tonight. OKC has a handful of home games coming up as they return to a place they're very comfortable in. They probably have to be thinking, okay, if we can get the win in our first game back at Taft Stadium, it'll be a big confidence booster.
Yeah, no, certainly will, but that's a team they have to beat there. And I guess they will look at the young goalkeeper and say, well, you know, it's 17 years of age, inexperienced. Let's target him, Patrick McLean out and Cervantes in. But, you know, the young kid, that's what he's there for. He's there to learn to play at this level, to take the pressure. And yes, they will put him under pressure, OKC, and I really hope he stands tall and shows us what he's got. But it's otherwise in Orange County, it's a very experienced team that it's going to be hard to break down today. But the OKC fans were saying, we can do it. Bring it on. Bring on the champions from last season.
Beautiful night in Oklahoma City at Taft Stadium. 77 degrees, hardly a breeze. Perfect night for some soccer. Early season matchup. 2 teams jumbled up in those tightly contested Western Conference standings. A win goes a long way for both these groups. We've talked about it, especially Oklahoma City. They struggle. They haven't picked up a win in over a month. They've had a couple ties, a really nice comeback in there. And then Orange County, they're on fire. Back-to-back wins, back-to-back clean sheets. With Pat McLean between the pipes, Aaron Cervantes gets his opportunity tonight as we're underway from Taft Stadium. Contest there at midfield as both these teams trying to feel each other out early. Both good scoring groups, and they like to push the pace. OKC is tied for 6th in goals scored. Orange County, 3rd highest in the league with 13.
Yeah, a bit of a loose swipe there in defense and a corner given away. And a chance, nice early chance for OKC to get something from a set piece. Omar Gordon getting into the box there. And Bassetti's going to line this one up. The Frenchman with a lovely ability to cross the ball and pick players out. And he missed that penalty against RGV, or hit the post. So he'll be thinking, well, I need to do something today to try and make amends for that.
OKC coming off a 2-1 loss to RGV. They had some early opportunities as the kick in by Bassetti is knocked back out. Energy resets. Now the drill towards the box. They have some space and an opportunity here early. One of the big keys for Energy FC was to come out, maybe get an early goal score, get that confidence going. After Orange County scored 4 goals in their last match, including one early, as that is knocked out of play.
Yeah, Aidan Quinn with a good run down that right-hand side there, big and strong. Just wondering how they're setting up. Orange County having left out the big defender from last week, and wondering if Aidan Quinn's going to drop into that back 4, whether they play 3. So Alston on the right, Kevin Alston as per normal.
Alston, the 30-year-old out of Washington, D.C., making start number 5 this year. He's got 1 shot in goal, 2 shots. Very good passer. Energy FC will take over this one. Both these teams next to each other in the standings. Orange County 2-2-2. Back-to-back clean sheets after they got off to a slow start this year. They're 8th in the West with 8 points. Energy FC 2-3-1. A couple of losses in a row. Got off to a 2-0 start with loads of new talent. They've been hampered by some injuries. Sean Brown was their leading scorer after a couple of games. He went out. Coach Cook is saying that he could be back in a week. Scored 3 goals in the team's first 2 games, but he still remains injured. We're hoping we might see him this week, but just not quite healthy yet. Opportunity here for Energy FC. They're looking to push. They're setting a foul as he goes down.
Yep, Frenchman does well there just to draw that foul, and it's a little bit possibly too far out for a shot, but certainly a good ball in the box could cause some problems for Orange County. So they're just standing on the ball, making sure nothing gets taken too quickly. And Bassetti will get all his big players organized as they come up. Have a look at it again. Bassetti's so good here, and just brought down this slightly clumsy tackle from Walker Hume.
Walker Hume from Dallas, Texas. Perfect Texas name, Walker. Big, lengthy, 6'5" defensive back. As Energy FC has got a shot here. Alvin Jones from Trinidad and Tobago will get the kick away here. As they line up just outside the box. Big swing towards the goal. He got it! It might have been deflected. Energy gets the early goal. How about that from the home team?
Wow, there's a surprise. What a good start for the home side, and I like to see it again because the keeper did seem to be caught out, so maybe it was deflected there, but decent strike, lots of power behind it, and a tough start for young Aaron Cervantes. And let's have a look at it again and see exactly what happened here. Strike comes in. Yeah, I think it was deflected. I can only assume so because it was from a long, long way out there by Alvin Jones. Let's have a look here. Yes, it's come off the back of one of the OC players. I think Aidan Quinn. It's hit his back and gone in. So tough start there for Orange County and young Aaron Cervantes in goals.
Alvin Jones gets his first goal of the year. We were waiting to see if it was maybe knocked in by one of his teammates. No, it was touched by Orange County. What a boot from Jones, and what a great way to get his first goal with Energy FC. Huge point. You wanted to get off to a good start if you're the home team, and Oklahoma City does just that.
Certainly does, and now it's up to Orange County. They were the champions of the Western Conference because they could come back from situations like this and still get results. So it'll be a good test for them today, and I'm sure Braden Cloutier will expect his men in black and orange to fight back.
It's the first goal they've given up in a couple of weeks. What a strong kick from Alvin Jones. So Energy FC with a little energy now, leading 1-0 in a game that would be big for them. They haven't won in more than a month. Scoring hasn't been the issue. They're top 6 in the league in that category. They get off to a good start here. 4 minutes in, Alvin Jones, the big scorer. Now Aaron Cervantes, in just his second game this year. Very talented young goalkeeper. 17 years old, 3 games for the U.S. Under-17 team. Getting a test early.
Bassetti there pulling the strings again. Such a talented and very successful youth player in France. I think he was part of the French Under-20 World Cup winning side. So fantastic pedigree.
They won in 2013. Bassetti, a big part of that team.
Yeah, good stats.
Like Gary said, he is a talented player, one of the many newcomers for this Oklahoma City team. And he's one of the ones that I think Coach Cook is really excited to bring on. Brings a load of experience and is great at that. Setting that one into the box, it was headed out of play, but another good opportunity there for Energy FC.
I think it was Mike DeFont there who got that header at the near post just wide. And that's what they're the dangerous side, OKC, from set pieces as well. Just by the way, I think that was Alvin Jones' first goal this season. So he'll be chuffed with that. Whether it goes in off a deflection or whatever, you don't care. But shame, what a pity for poor Aaron Cervantes. Really, you know, you're a young kid starting off and you want to really impress, and what happens? You get to deflect a goal in the first 5 minutes. But it'll test him. That's what he's got to deal with as a goalkeeper, and he's got to keep the faith and keep believing in himself.
Also the first goal for Energy FC outside the box this year. Everything they've scored this year has come tight. So if you're Orange County here, Gary, I mean, you got kind of a punch to the jaw right away. What's the strategy over the next maybe 10, 15 minutes?
Oh, just settle things down and do exactly what they're doing now. Get a control of the game. You know you're a top-class side. You're on a good run at the moment. Confidence is high, and you get games like this where you fall behind. So they must just keep playing their game and trying to stretch the ball from side to side there at Orange County. It didn't quite work that time, but long way to go. This is just the first, 7 or 8 minutes. I don't think Braden Cloutier, the coach of Orange County, will be too concerned as yet.
OC, top 3 in the league in goals scored this year. They've scored 6 in their past 2 games. They've settled the pace down a little bit. Both teams got off to a hectic start. A lot of pace, back and forth. It led to an early goal from Alvin Jones, his first this year, the first from outside the box for Energy FC. And now the road team are challenged for the first time in a couple of weeks, falling behind. Good battle on the offensive end for Energy FC. That's won by Orange County as Aiden Quinn pulled it away.
The thing about Orange County is that both their wins have come at home, and they've struggled away from home. So maybe they'll feel this is an important day in which to show that they can get points on the road as well. And if they can do so from coming 1-0 behind, that'll really impress their coach.
Especially after they've had such a good couple of weeks. OC trying to win for the first time away from the West Coast. Crowd into it a little bit more. Beautiful evening for soccer. 77 degrees, no wind, perfect conditions. As we approach late April already about a month and a half into the year. It's moving quickly. 2 teams that could compete, will likely compete for a high playoff spot in the Western Conference. Energy FC, loads of new talent this year. Orange County, they won the West last season, got off to a slow start, 2 straight wins. Now find themselves down 1-0 early against Energy FC. I like the strategy here for Oklahoma City, just taking their time, needling the defense, trying to find a spot.
Yep, good change of side there, and that's brought Omar Gordon into the game.
As Gordon has it on the far side, feeding towards the box. Played nicely out by Orange County, but the threat's not over yet. Cordell Cato had it for a second, now back to Cato. He's smothered and taken aback by Orange County. Contacting the sideline, this will be a foul on Energy FC. A little over-aggressiveness there. That was Williams.
Yeah, he's a big man, Mikael Williams. He's given Darwin Jones a bit of a thump there. Darwin Jones, a top goal scorer for his team, 4 goals, and he's joined 6th in the Golden Boot for the USL Championship. So really good start to the season for Darwin Jones.
First time we've seen Jones get into the action there. Maybe something Energy FC wants to do today, play a little more physical with Jones. Though he's a big forward, he can play physical himself.
You know, when you're in a bad run like OKC have been with 3 losses and a draw, you'll do anything to get a win. If you have to get physical, you get physical. If you have to play defensive and counter-attack, whatever it is, you have to do it because you have to get out of that slump. And so far, so good for the home side.
Alvin Jones, a goal 4 minutes in. It deflected off the back of an Orange County player. Counts all the same. OKC on top early. They've controlled it for the most part so far. And some contact at midfield. No call for now from the officials. They say play on for the moment. But as OKC kept the ball. We'll wait and see if they go back to that. Here's Cato. Rafael Garcia had it for a moment, a newcomer. Nice feed towards the box on the far side. Here's Gordon. And it goes out of play. There'll be a goal kick here.
That's a tactic OKC have tried a few times, switching the ball to the other flank for Omar Gordon. Didn't quite work that time, but it has worked in previous occasions. And sometimes it's a good strategy if a team such as Orange County come too much across one side, they commit too much, you just switch the play. That stretches that back four and gaps open up. But only difficulty is it's a long ball to hit when you change flanks, and sometimes you don't get it right, as we saw there.
Energy FC's got a couple good passing forwards. They have multiple players with a couple assists, including Bassetti, who was back there near Gordon. They have the passers to get that done. Now the through ball almost got to Gordon. This one goes over the top, and here's Omar with some space, and he miskicked it. You can hear him yell.
Yeah, he knew what he wanted to do. He just set up. He saw the goals. He could see the top corner. He just couldn't put the ball there, that's all. But at least it's a positive try. And again, most of that danger coming on the right-hand side for OKC. With the man with the super hairdo.
Omar Gordon recently named to the USL Championship Team of the Week in Week 4. Got that do. I wish I could get something like that. That's impressive.
Oh, I wish I had enough hair for that.
He's been a bit of a decoy so far. But now OKC really trying to find who's become their main offensive weapon. With Brown going down with the injury, he'll be back in about a week, according to Coach Cook.
Aiden Quinn there trying that cross-field ball, and it's a long way to go, not easy to get it in.
What a pass from Bossetti up to Gordon. He brings it down, tries to cross back towards the middle. Gordon with the left foot. It's wide. Great shot there, though, by OKC that got the crowd to their feet.
It was a little bit off target, but it nearly became a great pass in the end from Omar Gordon. And he is causing all sorts of problems down that right-hand side. OKC's right-hand side, of course, Orange County's left flank. And that one, as I say, nearly turned into a great cross and a second goal for OKC.
Orange County quickly kicks it out of play, maybe, and a little bit flustered by Energy FC, still trying to find their footing on the road. OKC unafraid to attack. Gordon will throw in. He's gotten much more involved in the offense over the past couple of minutes after the goal score from Alvin Jones early. That's him right there as he'll throw in.
Oh, long
Ball
throw.
Went towards the box. Wow. Alvin Jones had a big kick earlier, a beautiful throw there. Now Energy FC will reset.
That throw-in from Alvin Jones was almost like a corner. It was that long. And his own players didn't seem to expect it. It was the home side who cleared it comfortably. That could be a fantastic attacking asset there for OKC.
He tried the same thing there. That one not quite as far. Yeah, it looked like a quarterback throwing a Hail Mary pass. I would say that was a good 40 yards from Jones. As he's shown us his impressive array of skills. Energy parents, sign your kids up for the all-new Energy FC Kids Club, presented by Supermercados Morelos. Visit energyfc.com/kids club to learn more. 1-0, OKC. Early goal, Alvin Jones. And now Orange County trying to get on the board themselves. Battling in midfield was Bossetti, taken away by OC. And then one back in the midfield by Williams. He's had a nice start to this one. Now Bossetti, chased by the defender. Back to Bossetti. He's got an angle towards the box. OC waiting for it.
Yeah, Bossetti very much the creative force again for OKC. Causing lots of problems, just couldn't find someone on the end of it as that ball's given away by Orange County.
2 assists this year from Bossetti, one of between 15 and 20 players in the league with a couple assists. Could say he's tied for 7th in that category, but a lot of players with that number. Still impressive, though, this early. Good feed over the top. Played nicely by the back line of OC. I believe that was Walker Hume. Now Orange County trying to get something going. They've hardly had the ball on their offensive end as this one goes out of play. Two teams, almost identical records, heading in different directions like we described at the top. OKC has not won in a month. Orange County's won 2 straight, but right now, it's a home squad, Energy FC. A win would jump them nearly 8 spots in the standings. Yes, It is early. As there are 8 teams in the Western Conference with 2 wins. Both these teams being a couple of those.
I mean, it's just 1 point between these 2 teams. One sits in 14th and one sits in 8th. So they look a mile apart when you look at the league table, but it's only the 1 point that separates them at this stage.
Here comes a throw-in again from Jones. High archer towards the box. Bossetti has a shot in a beautiful save by Cervantes.
Well done, the young man in goals. What a fantastic save there. Great little turn from Bossetti. And great pair of hands from Oren Cervantes there as he holds on to that one. So the young keeper doing himself proud. Have a look at it again. Frenchman turning really quickly. The keeper, there we go. Catches it, calms it down. That'll do his confidence a world of good.
Telling his veteran teammates, I got this. As the ball again to midfield, and once again, Energy FC come away with it. And Aaron Cervantes getting the start for Patrick McLean, who's been great. He's made 6 saves and 8 shots on goal against him this year in 3 games. He's behind 2 clean sheets. McLean out today. Cervantes getting the shot. That's his 2nd time seeing action this year. Very talented young player and showed off the skills there.
He did, and in front of him, just that one change. We thought Aidan Quinn might drop into the back 4 in place of Leonardo. In fact, it's Liam Trotter, the 30-year-old lad from Bolton in England. Big unit as well, over 6 foot, so he's currently filling that, that 2nd centre-back role in the back 4 there for Orange County.
Orange County on the counter here. Was a point at the top as OC has something going on the offensive end. Wolfgang towards the middle. Nice crossover. And now the interception from Oklahoma City, and they play the through ball up the field nicely. Pushing. That was Eisel. He tries to pull it back out. Gordon chipping towards the box. Defender in the way. OKC still with it. Headed out nicely by the back line. Not out of trouble yet, though. Now Energy FC will reset. That back line for Orange County features multiple players over 6'2", big guys in the middle. We thought that could be a problem for Energy FC. With all their goals entering tonight inside the box, that was until Alvin Jones blasted one in with 4 minutes into this one.
Yeah, certainly for OKC, Omar Gordon has looked really sharp. We need to see more from Isley up front. He's such a talented finisher, but he needs the service. We haven't seen much of him as yet, but keep an eye on him. Give him half a chance and he could be causing all sorts of problems for Orange County. Isley, the number 11.
Plays on the near side. Most of the action has happened on the far side of the field so far. That's where Aaron Gordon and company, or Omar Gordon, excuse me, lie. Orange County looking over this defense. They've been flustered by it so far. They've really only had 1 or 2 good opportunities. As that midfield for Energy FC has been very good. Physical, a little too physical there. Infraction as whistle.
You saying they've got too much energy?
In this case, absolutely.
Yeah. They have looked good so far, the home side. And that'll keep Coach Steve Cook happy. He desperately needs a win, and a win today against Orange County. I still can't believe that it takes them from 14th to 5th to jump 9 places. And if they get enough goals, they can go into 4th. I mean, when do you get a 10-position leap in a league table with a win? But it's possible for OKC here today, and suddenly you wake up and look at the newspapers and it's a whole different world when you're sitting 4th or 5th in the table.
Okay, here's a chance for OC. They're working towards the box, and again, Energy FC waiting for it. Still on the offensive attack, though. Adams had it for a second. He came off the bench last week, number 10, getting the start for the road team today. On the near side, it's Quinn. Quinn looking to work. Going to work on wide side is Darwin Jones. He's been quiet so far. Tried with the left foot. Defense in the way. Jones keeps it. OC still has a chance. The fire towards the goal. It's wide. A beautiful strike there. I think that was Trotter just misfiring.
Yeah, Cody just saying, well done, guys, for not letting him hit the target. The keeper was stretching there. Have a look. Cuts inside. Bends it. Oh, Cody Lorendi is scrambling to get across. That was a really good strike.
Adam called Cody Lorendi's name a lot tonight. Hasn't really been threatened yet. That was probably the first time he's had to get his jersey dirty. 5 games, 19 saves for the veteran Lorendi. Out of Melbourne, Florida. What a player he is. Starting goalkeeper for the Puerto Rico national team.
Yeah, he's one of about 4 or 5 internationals in this OKC side. So teaming with experience, and that's why I'm sure their fans are expecting them to finish in the playoff places comfortably this season. It's such a talented team.
A good early season matchup. Good late April matchup between Orange County, a team that reached the semifinals last year, won the Western Conference, got off to a slow start this year, 2 straight wins. Energy FC, a team that a lot think could challenge for the top of that Western Conference standings. They've been slumping recently with injuries. But they're off to a good start here. 1-0 score. Early goal from Alvin Jones. His first this year. OC has had one really good shot. You just saw it on Cody Lorendi. It was missed just wide by Trotter. Lorendi boots that one away. Gordon tries to play it wide and lost it out of bounds.
Yeah, switching sides. He's on the left-hand side now, Omar Gordon. He's going to give Kevin Alston a headache for a while. He's spreading around the misery at the moment because he's a big, strong player, the 91 there. And if you're a defender, you've got to keep an eye on him, and you've got to be strong and physically stand up to him every time you meet him in a challenge.
Really good young man, too, after the great comeback against Reno, where Gordon scored a couple times in that one and really got the comeback going, where they're down by 2 late. They scored 2 goals past the 85th minute. Gordon said, quote, "It's all about the lion in us," when he was talking to the Oklahoman after the comeback against Reno. Ended up in a draw, but that was a big early season draw for OKC. And he just, the way he spoke to the press afterwards, the passion that he plays with, it's a lot of fun. OC trying to get on the board here. They reverse the field. Dancing back and forth is Darwin Jones, showing off the work with the ball. Taken away by Energy FC. Now Trotter will track that one down.
Yeah, tough for Isley playing on his own up front there. You could see his head drop for a moment when he couldn't get that ball. It's never a fun role being a striker, chasing you know, the loose ball whenever it's knocked up front.
Kind of out of your element. You're used to the guy getting the loose ball, getting the shot on goal.
Yeah, it's hard work, just chasing. You want to be getting it to feet so you can turn and do something with it. Good switch. That's a nice strike.
Let's see what OC can do with it. In the midfield on Wolfgang. Now Quinn. As they casually work through this defense of Energy FC, trying to figure it out like a puzzle. Ball won in midfield by Orange County.
A little bit of ping pong going on from one side to the other. And eventually it seems OC have control of the ball.
They're really trying to work on the near side wide area. And then we'll see if they do it here, try to reverse field. Is that just to try to maybe mix things up against Energy FC, or what's maybe the strategy behind there, if there is even one?
They're just keeping control of the ball,
okay,
stretching it from side to side, looking for gaps. You know, both teams have been feeling each other out, trying to see where the strengths and weaknesses are.
Orange County won both contests between these teams last year. It's the first time they played each other this year. Both rosters do look a bit different from last season.
Yeah, OKC have brought in 12 new signings. I mean, you know, certainly Coach Steve Cook will be expecting a lot more from his players now, but you know, Bassetti's come in, DeFont, Alvin Jones, the goal scorer, Mikel Williams, Rafael Garcia, Omar Gordon, you name them. Isley, the whole bunch of players have come in, 12 signings. That's why I think OKC fans are expecting big things this season.
Jones trying to work here. As he sets it up towards the top, it's Quinn. Quinn's thinking about a shot. You can tell he wants to strike, but does not. Now Forrester. Quinn again with a left foot, went off the shoulder of Forrester. As Energy FC wants a goal kick, and that's going to be the call.
Yeah, good effort there from Aidan Quinn, trying to get something going down that right-hand side. And, it's important now for Orange County to get themselves back in this game. It's such a good run, these 2 wins, no goals conceded. You want to keep that run going. You want to see yourself shoot up that table and get yourself comfortably into the playoff positions.
2 clean sheets in a row. They had 4 goals, a couple of them were late against Tacoma about 10 days ago. They had 10 days between that last big win, the 4-0 shutout, and then today's match. So maybe a little bit of rust during that time. As Alston will throw in. Made the point earlier, all the newcomers for Energy FC, I think it may have been even surprising that they got off to such a great start, considering maybe that was a time that they needed to build chemistry, or do you think You know, these players are professionals and playing together when they're younger. How much time would it take, I guess, to build that chemistry?
Well, the strange thing with OKC is they started off well. It's the last 4 games where it's all seems to have fallen apart a little bit. But it could be a case of getting used to each other, understanding things, maybe, you know, a couple of bumping heads as you get to know each other and figure out who goes where and how. But the way they're playing now, they're looking really good.
Here's Bossetti. He's got a little space, tries a shot. Now Gordon. He goes for it. It's a bit up. They're going to say it's a corner kick, though, was deflected by a defender.
I think Braden Cloutier, the coach for Orange County, a little bit worried about the amount of space. Bossetti, look at him. He stops, he has a look, he has more space, he has time, eventually picks a shot. You cannot give someone like Bossetti that amount of space inside your box. So certainly for Orange County, they need to be a lot tighter in defense.
They got a big back line, too. Walker Hume, 6'5". Contour is 6 feet tall. They're a big team. You'd think they'd want to play physical and press up. Let's see what Energy FC does here. It's Bossetti again. Team leader in assists. Almost had another one earlier. This one's towards the back post, up in the air. And it's cleared out by OC. It'll be a corner kick from the opposite side.
Yeah, Walker Hume with a good header there. Towering big centre back he is. And he made sure that one didn't get to any OKC player. But another chance for Bossetti.
When you think height, you think basketball. It really favors you in basketball. But when you're a defender in soccer, being 6'5" can have a major advantage.
Oh, absolutely. No, it's a huge advantage to have. But hang on there, you can't put the ball there, Bossetti. you're a yard outside the circle.
They're pointing to it.
Yeah, they are. Oh, well, it's been allowed.
Goes to the backside. Here's a chance up near the goal post, and it's out.
Yeah, it's given us a goal kick there. So they haven't got video referee, otherwise he would have pulled that corner kick back if they'd have scored.
Bossetti trying to give him a little bit of an advantage. The players on the side saw it.
Yeah, big Mikel Williams there on the end of it. Look, they're pointing there. That's a yard outside of the little circle, and it's not meant to be outside of the circle. And the linesman should actually be keeping an eye on that. But that's not the end of the world. It's not seen, and they didn't score. Imagine if they'd have scored, though. Then there would have been trouble.
Then an outcry, but no harm, no foul for now, at least. As OC dodges back-to-back corner kicks, and now they're trying to get on the board still. A team that's averaging 3 goals over their past 2 games. Only really one good shot. It was from Trotter on that far side, that left side. There's a beautiful stroke, just a little bit wide past the outstretched fingertips of Valenti.
Yeah, we haven't seen much of Michael Seaton up front, have we? Very little service to the Orange County striker.
Darwin Jones, 3 goals in his past 2 games. He's been quiet too, number 17 for Orange County. Credit maybe the Energy FC defense for keeping them down.
Absolutely. Well, you know, they have been energetic, certainly, have the home side, and they haven't given Orange County much space. And I guess when you're coming up against a team that's in that good of form, you really have to work hard to get on top of them. And so far, it's been all OKC. But I remember doing the game against Portland 2 a few weeks ago when OKC were 2-0 up. Ended up losing 3-2, so lest that be a warning.
More than 2/3 of the way through this first half. 2 high-scoring teams, both top 6 in the league in goals scored, only 1 so far. It was very early, Alvin Jones, the big strike. Here's a chance for OC, though. Quinn with it. They're inside the box. Trying to work on the far side, Trotter. OC very patient. A fake shot there from Wolfgang. Gains a pass, now back outside. Great interior defense. And it's a shot towards the goal. And Lorendi easily picks that one out of the sky. Here comes Energy FC. They're pushing on the near side. Some space. A shot towards the goal. It's wide right. Christian Isley. He had a look at it. Just missed it with the left foot.
Isley, what a good chance he has here. Lovely ball here again from Bossetti. And let's see if we can see. Oh, we didn't see the striker shoot wide. But looking there from Isley, he's got time and space. Yes, the keeper's angles are very good. Oren Cervantes there, but you would think he's going to hit target, and he hasn't been able to do so.
Christian Isley, talented player out of Orlando, Florida. Scored the first 2 goals in bonus time against Reno 1868 on March 30th. It was that big comeback that ended in a draw for Energy FC. Good player, newcomer is Isley. started getting a lot of playing time when Deshaun Brown went down earlier in the year. Coach Cook says, great pro, works really hard. Had a shot there. We'll see if he gets a chance to redeem himself later on. Here comes OC. Still going for that first goal as it goes out of play. Energy FC's been in control at Taft Stadium, their home, on this beautiful 77-degree night. Can't ask for better weather for soccer.
Yep. Beautiful day. But don't get too excited, OKC fans. I've already mentioned Portland too. They were 2-0 up and lost 3-2. And for OKC, it's about seeing this right through to the end. So they're going to have to keep their energy levels high throughout the 90 minutes.
Here's Gordon. Omar Gordon beats the defender, sends it towards the box. And it's cleared away. This will be another corner.
He's back on his favorite right side, Omar Gordon. Oh, trouble here. Bit of pushing and shoving going on. Referee's just stepping in. Isley not happy about something.
But Isley was jawing with Alston. Referee tells them both to
call him over.
Have a little bit of a chat. Yeah. What's the official? And it probably varies from situation to situation. Usually sane in this situation.
It's just, they were just sort of pushing and holding on to each other, and the goalkeeper gets involved. And then it's really just handbags at this stage. I don't think anything terrible happened. It's all part of the physical contact of the game. So let's see what happens from the corner.
Another corner kick opportunity for OKC. They've had a handful in this first half. It's a good one, up in the air, punched out by Cervantes and cleared by OC.
Good punch there from the young goalkeeper, dominating his area and getting rid of the danger.
OKC still pressuring. Alvin Jones got the early goal 4 minutes in. Energy FC has controlled the tempo. This time it goes past the sideline. It will be OC ball.
Have a look at Cervantes again. The ball coming in from Bassetti. Young goalkeeper has to dominate, gets in there. Just turns his head a little bit, so he doesn't get the cleanest of punches, but at least he dominates. And at 17 years of age, to have that courage of conviction and that confidence is fantastic to see.
Yeah. Played 3 games for the U.S. Under-17 team. There's a lot of confidence for a young player. Seen him barking at his teammates, telling them where to go at times today. Be a good young player between the pipes for OC. Allowed that early goal. It's been nice seeing him calm down and make a couple nice saves since then.
Yeah, it's a big test for him. You know, you concede a goal in the first 5 minutes, even though it wasn't his fault. It still can shake some young goalkeepers, and he's stood up strong, Cervantes, and looked really confident since then.
Here's Jones. Quiet first half. He's been bottled up nicely by Williams, as that one's easily taken away by the Energy. Williams working out wide. Be hoping for a give and go there. He said he's overshot, and then a foul's called.
Yep, big Liam Trotter playing at the back there. And he's a strong player. Look at the size of him. Brought back from midfield to fill in the gap. Leonardo, the other centre-back, out. So already a couple of important changes. One in goalkeeping, one in centre-back for Orange County. Never easy to make changes and keep that fluidity going.
Leonardo's been a big piece, along with Walker Hume, over these past 2 games and back-to-back clean sheets. This one's going to go against OC, it looks like.
Michael Seaton getting a little bit frustrated there up front. He's not getting any service and ended up bumping into Atiba Harris.
Captain, haven't called his name too much in this first half. As he sets things up, Atiba Harris, good defender. In his second year with OKC. As Energy slows things down, trying for that through ball over the top. Nobody home.
Yep, we're looking for either Isley or Omar Gordon over the back there, and a little bit too long, that ball.
Two teams bundled up in this tightly contested Western Conference standings. A win will move one of these squads to the top 5 in the West.
Michael Seaton just winning that free kick. Clever gets a push in the back from Atiba Harris. At least he can bring Orange County forward, and Seton will be hoping that he can get some service in that box.
See if OC can get a good shot here towards the end of the first half. Only had one real good look so far. Gordon, nicely done to knock that one out. Omar Gordon, more of an offensive player, but that time he stepped in and stopped the attack. High kick, cross field. Kevin Alston, the veteran from DC, played college at Indiana University. Now again out wide, it's Quinn. Alston with it. OC trying to find a hole in this Energy defense, just not one there right now. Working on the far side on Wolfgang. He's turned around, played perfectly by Energy FC.
Just for those who need explaining, Jerry van Wolfgang was last season not Jerry van Ewijk. That's in case you're wondering that you've seen him play and he had a different name. You explaining that he's changed his name at the start of the season?
Our great producer Wes informed me that he has changed his name, or at least going by von Wolfgang since week 2. Okay. So yeah, so he
was Jerry van Ewijk.
He's made that change and he's sticking with it. He's played well for Orange County. Valuable player for them on the far side.
Yusu Ansa with a lovely throw into the box. That could have caused a few problems.
Seen a couple of those today from both teams. Again, Energy FC was ready for it though. They force OC into the backfield. Played out of the air. A scrum for the ball. No whistle, and now one is blown. And not happy about the call was Callum Ross.
No, not at all. He feels he was brought down and he was fouled. And Michael Seaton's doing some movement to him. And they're sharing a few less than friendly words, I think. So look out for things in the box.
Ross.
Oh, no, a little shove as well. So it's all heating up there.
Our camera crew right on it there. You like that, though. Two teams that are going to be probably neck and neck throughout the year. Very talented squads.
Oh.
Quite aggressive.
Put that ball in the box. Let's see what happens.
We approach the end of this first half. Got a sense that Orange County is starting to find their footing. This could be a good chance. Towards the box.
Oh.
Goes through everybody as Lorendi played it passively. And it'll be a goal kick.
Well, that was nearly a great ball. I mean, it beat the defense. Only problem was it beat the attack as well. That was up to some of those attackers to maybe get on the end of it there. Michael Seaton wanted service into the box and he got it. Just couldn't get his head on the end of it. So Cody Lorendi just relaxes a bit.
Smartly lets it go. And now he'll take his time as we approach halftime. One big point we had going in, Darwin Jones, the forward for Orange County, has 3 goals over his past 2 games. He's been very quiet so far. Right on cue, though, there's Seaton. He has a little bit of space. Now the defense catches back up with him. To the middle. The shot. Ooh, well high. Nice set, though. Just unable to finish with Wolfgang.
Yes, Michael Seaton did so well, holding the ball up. White shirts everywhere. And he sees Van Wolfgang and sets him up. I don't know if a ball bobble. Look at the white shirts everywhere. Holds it up, Michael Seaton. Lifts his head. Lays it in for Van Wolfgang. And it just seemed to bobble in front of him as he went to strike it. Such a pity, because that was a good move there by Orange County.
Jerry Van Wolfgang scored 6 goals with Reno last season. First year with Orange County, still looking for that first goal. Had a shot there. We'll see if he gets another one later on today. An early goal for OKC has held up Alvin Jones. 4 minutes in. A beautiful kick outside the box. His first goal this season. And that's the only score so far. 2 high-powered offensive teams, both top 6 in the USL Championship. In scoring, defense has been the name of the game so far, outside of one early goal. Every time OC tries to get something going, the Energy FC defense has been right there. They get another takeaway. Now to midfield. Here's their captain, Harris, instructing his team. A little bit of a sideways, backwards kick there. Got it to work. Now on the far side. Out wide, it's Gordon. Played well, nicely by that back line for OC. Now Quinn. Orange County might try to take one more big shot before halftime. See if they can even this one up. Gordon lets that one roll out. Omar Gordon, the goal-scoring leader, at least out there on the field tonight for OKC with Brown injured.
Yeah, it's a big loss for them, Deshaun Brown. Got to mention that for OKC. But that's part of the game. You're going to lose top players at certain portions of the season. You've got to play without them. And so far in this half, OKC have done really well. Positive, as we see the young Oren Cervantes coming out to get the ball. But I remember very clearly against Portland 2, OKC looking really good. First half totally dominated, and Portland 2 came back second half. They mustn't let that happen again if you're an OKC fan. Of course, if you're Orange County, you're saying, hey, if Portland 2 can do it, we can do it. Here's to a better second half.
OKC is normally pretty good, too, when they lead at halftime. As a program, they're 34-2-6 when they lead at the break. They've never won a game, though, coming back when they're losing at halftime. Unlikely we'll have to play from behind at half here. Yeah, that is true, though, that Portland matchup. A rare second half letdown for OKC. And one to keep in mind. About 1 minute of stoppage time, but a pretty free-flowing first half.
Yeah, it has been a good first half, certainly if you're an OKC fan. And right now they're just taking the sting out of it. They're playing for half-time. All's very happy in the OKC world.
Coach Cook, nothing but good things to say, I'm sure, at halftime. But he has to remind his team, this is Orange County we're talking about.
Absolutely.
A score.
Absolutely, and after 3 losses and a draw, he'll be pushing them so hard in that second half to hold on to, if not even extend this lead. They need these points desperately, and as we said, it makes such a massive difference. How do you go from 14th currently with a win? They'll be 5th in the table, of course, with other results still to come. But confidence-wise and what it does for the club and the players and the fans is massive. So Steve Cook, he will not be taking it easy at halftime in that locker room. He's going to be hammering his side to come out and give a similar second half as he's seen in the first 45.
The USL Championship season so beautifully long, so many great games, but you want to have that good base, that good April to start to tee off. Well, there's a shot that went just a bit wide. As we'll now get that 1 minute of stoppage time. Chance for a late goal there.
I think it was another deflection. Omar Gordon took the shot. Once again, I thought poor Oren Cervantes is going to get beaten by another deflection. Nearly did.
It's going to be a corner kick. Corner kick number 5 for Energy FC in this first half. They've had a lot of opportunities. And it's going to be Bassetti again. Such a great striker, great passer. This one towards the top. Header played out by Trotter. He may have saved a good opportunity there for Energy FC.
Omar Gordon, brilliant at the near post there, flicking that on and causes so much trouble. So yeah, Orange County doing well to clear that. Any flick on the near post is a very, very dangerous ball.
Crowd into it. One more shot here before half. Bassetti, far post, up in the air. Laid out. OKC still with it. Fancy work on the near side. Physical play. Little touch and go. Opportunity here. It's Cato towards the box. Oh, up top. Isley just a bit tough on that one. And that is how the first half ends. And
I was going to say Isley, sorry, with a miss-hit once again, which is frustrating for OKC, but the rest of the team will be happy. Alvin Jones with the goal that leads them. A deflected goal, we've got to say. Oren Cervantes, a young keeper, doing really well for Orange County.
A good first half for Energy FC. Good half back and forth, some good defense, and of course OKC with that early goal from Alvin Jones to get them on top. That's where we stand. So much action left to go. We'll come back with the halftime update. We'll look at some scores and have some highlights as well from the first half. As we go to the break, Mercy is the Energy official medical provider and the presenting partner for tonight's match. At Mercy, your life is our life work. Learn more at mercy.net/energy sports. And Mercy halftime is coming up when we come back.
Outlining your own destiny is something we all take pride in. And knowing we're doing what we love is what makes this life adventure so exciting. Isn't it nice to have a banking partner that's along for the ride? FFB makes life easier with a simple click and snap, so things like mobile banking and deposits can be done anywhere, anytime. Plus free bill pay, person-to-person transfers, and Apple Pay. With free ATMs worldwide, why wouldn't you want a bank that gives you this much freedom? FFB. We go where you go. Goals are something we outline for ourselves, and oftentimes they can be pretty lofty. When things begin to line up the way we think they should, we appreciate those who helped us along the way, like the help you get with commercial banking from FFB. Our experts are ready to partner with you to help you manage cash flow, oversee accounts through online banking, and help you secure a business line of credit. Because we know you've got better things to do, like grow your business. FFB. We go where you go.
Mercy helps the energy get to the top of their game. We can help you get to the top of yours.
One to 0, the halftime score. Energy FC on top after an early goal from Alvin Jones. Our halftime score is presented by Mercy. Mercy is the Energy's official medical provider and the presenting partner for tonight's match. At Mercy, your life is our life's work. Learn more at mercy.net/energy sports. OKC has been struggling over their past couple of games over this month of April. Good to see them turning it around, but it hasn't been an easy last couple of weeks for Energy FC. Got off to that great start.
It's in the net. Number 2 for Iwasa of the year. Throw your hats out on the pitch. We've got a hat trick, folks. 3-0 Sacramento.
The delivery is towards that back post. Header is in, and it's the opening goal. Ibiaga going forward towards Cato. And Oklahoma City Energy are flying in the opening half hour. They've turned it all the way around. From 2-0 down, Portland Timbers to lead by 3-2 away from home.
Former French Youth International World Cup winner at the under-20. He gets hit by the post. Unbelievable. Cherry picking. Can he get through? Here's the opportunity. What a golazo. What a golazo. What a golazo. Thank you so much for that treat.
They've struggled the past 4 games, 0-3-1, 40 shots on goal, and then 7 goals scored, but they faced 57 shots, and they've conceded 12 after that great 2-0 start. They've just struggled a bit.
Yeah, well, if you concede more goals than you score, you're always going to be in trouble there. But yeah, it's been a terrible last 4 games for OKC after a wonderful, wonderful start, and all the more reason why they have to turn it around here today against a fantastic Orange County side. And so far, so good, but I think a crucial 45 minutes still to come.
1-0 is the score. OKC is on top on our Mercy halftime. Mercy is the Energy's official medical provider and the presenting partner for tonight's match. At Mercy, your life is our life's work. Learn more at mercy.net/energy sports. We'll have a look around the league when we come back.
That's where Louisville wants to attack, shooting and scoring.
It's saved by Caldwell.
Collier. Yes!
Collier.
Knock back towards Spencer. Brilliant finish.
best part was getting to play with all these fantastic players from like all over the states, and it was just really fun.
1-0, Energy FC is up at the half. Good early score from Alvin Jones as they're trying to get the big win against Orange County SC, a team that has won their last two. Looking at some news and notes around the league. Always busy in the USL Championship. Tampa Bay is making a jump to the top spot in the power rankings heading into week 7 as they had a really fine last couple of weeks. And of course, the player of the week, Santi Moore, scored a hat trick in the first half, leading New Mexico to a 5-1 victory against Real Monarchs. He's quite the player.
Wow, hat trick. I mean, any player scores a hat trick anytime. I'll be happy with that. I'm not going to argue with you.
USL Championship game of the week, Tuesday, April 30th at 7. The defending champs, Louisville City FC, takes on the new expansion side, Memphis 901 FC on ESPN3. You're going to want to tune into that. Anytime you got a new team coming in, a chance to knock off the defending champs, that's always exciting. As we look at our team of the week, I think one thing that stands out, very balanced group, all from different teams. And of course, McCarthy there between the pipes for Tampa Bay. He's just been so good, but a really balanced group there, which is always nice to see.
It is. I mean, there's so much talent in this league. I'm impressed every time I do a game of the good quality players that are coming through, the youngsters that are American, some of the players are coming from South America and Europe who add their talents. It's a wonderful mix. And don't forget the Caribbean and the islands.
We have looking at the upcoming schedule for this week. Tomorrow, Austin and El Paso, two teams down south. That's going to be a lot of fun. Then Tampa Bay, top team in the league according to the power rankings, up against Atlanta United 2. That will be a good one. Tulsa and Colorado Springs also on Wednesday. And LA Galaxy 2 against RGV, a team that may be overperforming a little bit. Always fun to see them play well as we look at that schedule coming up. 1-0, OKC Energy FC leading on the Mercy halftime show. We'll take a break, and when we come back, some highlights from that fun first half here at Taft Stadium.
Outlining your own destiny is something we all take pride in. And knowing we're doing what we love is what makes this life adventure so exciting. Isn't it nice to have a banking partner that's along for the ride?
That's where Louisville wants to.
Outlining your own destiny is something we all take pride in. And knowing we're doing what we love is what makes this life adventure so exciting. Isn't it nice to have a banking partner that's along for the ride? FFB makes life easier with a simple click and snap, so things like mobile banking and deposits can be done anywhere, anytime. Plus free bill pay, person-to-person transfers, and Apple Pay. With free ATMs worldwide, why wouldn't you want a bank that gives you this much freedom? FFB. We go where you go.
Mercy helps the Energy get to the top of their game. We can help you get to the top of yours.
Tirelessly for years to realize the dream of franchising their business. FFB partners with companies of all sizes every day and offers an extensive variety of treasury services. FFB will outline a plan just for you, help you streamline cash flow, and monitor your business transactions. Because we know you've got better things to do, like grow your business. FFB. We go where you go.
(1-0) Energy FC up on our halftime show presented by Mercy. Let's have a look at some of the first half highlights. Defense dominated both sides. There was a big score, though, early from Energy FC that got things going against Orange County.
Yep, the strike from Alvin Jones. It gets deflected, I think, off Aiden Quinn. I think he slightly turns his back on it. Let's have a look here. Yeah, it hits him as he's turning his back. Doesn't give young Oren Cervantes in goal any chance, and that was in the first couple of minutes of the game.
That set the tempo for Energy FC. The big strike from Alvin Jones, his first goal of the year, the first goal for OKC outside the box, as they got them off to a good start, going for their first win in over a month. And then it was a mixture of good defensive plays throughout the rest of the game, some physicality, and then some good work between the pipes from both these goalkeepers.
Yes, especially the young man in goals here. This is Omar Gordon trying to go for the golazo from out wide, but he was a real problem for Orange County on the right. Here he is again. He's big and strong and confident and caused problem after problem for the visiting sides. Has a shot here. This also takes, oh no, this is the one that nearly ends up being a cross as opposed to a shot. And it could easily have been headed in far post. Have a look here. Tries to get that one bending in, and Isley just stretching at the far post. And then this one here is the man who caused so many problems, Bassetti, turning very, very quickly. A smart save from Oren Cervantes. Good pair of hands, holds onto it and calms everything down. And then the visiting side, a shot just wide of the goal, and Cody Lorendi happy to see that one go wide.
Yeah, Lorendi was right there, had it been between the posts, but it did go wide. That was probably the best shot Orange County had in that first half. Again, Bassetti, he was all over the field for Energy FC. So was that man we talked about at the top, Omar Gordon, had a couple opportunities. This was one of them, just got a bit away from him as it deflected off a defender.
It's Bassetti again, lovely ball through for Isley. He struggled to get involved here, and this was his best chance, and he just pulls it wide when really he should be hitting target. And then another corner whipped in. Well done, the goalkeeper. Gets on the end of that and punches it clear.
Bassetti was so good from the corner. He had 5 opportunities in that half. Cervantes, the youngster, just 17 years old, showing some maturity after he allowed that early goal, which really wasn't his fault. It was kind of some bad luck.
Look at the stats. If you're Orange County, you got only 3 shots compared to OKC's 12, none of them on target. That's your problem, not the possession. It's not getting enough efforts on target. And certainly if you speak to Michael Seaton, he will say to you, I didn't get any chances, I didn't get any service. Give me better in the second half, please.
Yes, the 2 forwards, Michael Seaton and Darwin Jones, quiet first half. Those are guys that can really score for OC. We'll see if they get more involved in the second half. You got to credit, though, that Energy FC back line. They were so tough on those 2 top-notch goal scorers.
Yeah, and absolutely. They've had a fantastic first half, but I'll mention it again. Don't forget Portland Timbers 2, where we're 2-0 up at halftime, OKC. And Steve Cook even saying OC was the best in the West last season. We have a tough task ahead. I've no doubt he has reminded his OKC side that it's going to be a very, very tough 45 minutes still to come.
OC 2 straight wins, 2 straight clean sheets entering tonight. Energy FC, they haven't won a game in more than a month. They're back home at Taft Stadium as they try to win this one and close it out in the second half. Tightly contested first half, an early goal for Energy FC. After that, nothing from both teams. Good defense as Energy FC starts up 1-0. The home team 2-3-1, 2-2-2 is Orange County. Both these teams right next to each other in the early season, very crowded Western Conference standings.
Well, they're next to each other, they're a point apart, but one's 8th, Orange County, and one's 14th. That 1 point makes a massive difference, which again is why the win would take OKC from 14th right up to 5th, potentially even 4th if they got enough goals. And that's the sort of lift that every player and coach and fan would love for his or her team.
See what the adjustments OC makes starting the second half. I was surprised to see, and it's probably more of a playing style from those halftime stats, that Orange County actually had the ball longer than Energy FC.
Yeah, a little bit more, not by much, but it's what you do with the ball. I mean, you know, if you keep it in your own half all the time, then you're no threat to anybody.
An early chance for OC, trying to even this one up at 1 apiece. Little chip towards the box. It went off of a Energy FC player, and Lorendi picked it up.
Yeah, Alvin Jones doing great just to chest that down. Good awareness that there were no strikers around him, and Cody Lorendi just picking it up. He hasn't had much to do, which is why he's holding on to the ball now. It's like, hey, let me get involved here.
As we'll see what OKC does in terms of, are they going to keep the aggressiveness up? Are they going to try to play ball control and work the clock with a lead? Right now it seems like the latter. Lorendi trying to get more involved. The captain Harris Energy FC going to pick up a home win. OC looking for their first road win of the season. Both their last 2 victories came in Orange County. 2 teams with a lot of new talent, returning talent, as that one goes over the top, but an easy offsides is called.
Yeah, Isley just a little bit over anxious to get onto the end of that ball, gets caught offside.
Christian Isley had a couple shots in that first half, one of the better goal scorers on this OKC team. So that one towards the end of the half went just a little bit wide off the left foot. He is such an electrifying player. OC working with it at midfield. Very few opportunities in that first half. 12 shots for Energy FC. The ball comes down to the far side and Gordon takes it away. He's been all over the field, offense, defense. Seems like Omar Gordon's been in the middle of almost every big play. Quinn. Now reversing field, Walker Hume. Charlie Adams getting the start after coming off the bench last week for OC.
Nice idea from Charlie Adams there, but not a good execution of the pass, ball given away. But again, trying to stretch OKC by switching the ball from one flank to the other.
So an adjustment we should look for from OC, I guess, going into the second half. I mean, it just seems like maybe a couple of bounces didn't go their way in that first half, but is there anything tactically they can really do differently?
Is this OC, you say?
OC, yes.
Yes, OC. I think they're such a good side that if they just keep playing, that things will happen in the second half. And a lot depends on OKC. If they decide to sit back and play counter-attack, another offside here, if they just play counter-attack and allow Orange County to attack them, then they might go through exactly the same pain they went through against Portland Timbers too. So it's one of those, you know, tactical situations that it depends on what the coach decides. The OKC coach, Steve Cook, does he sit deep? Does he keep on attacking? We'll find out very soon what the coaches want to do, and it's a very finely balanced team with a lot at stake here today.
OKC's looked over the top a couple times. There's a few offsides calls. Now here's Adams. Played across the field. Down the center. Towards the box. A chance here for OC. A player faults. No whistle. Ball still loose. And cleared out by Energy FC. They dodged a bullet there.
Yeah, that's better from Orange County already. That's probably the first time Michael Seaton's even got close to having a shot in the box. Nice little move there, and already you start to think that this second half is going to be very different for Orange County than the first half was.
Quinn. Now Adams. More pace being played with, more aggressiveness being played with by OC. Seemed like they took a while that first half to figure out the defense from Energy FC. Adams, nice move for Orange County. Nearly tripped, regained his balance. Out wide, the kick towards the box. Played well by the defender as Seaton was trying to find some space.
Good early pressure from Orange County. Much more positive from them in this second half. And no doubt they got a blasting from Braden Cloutier at half-time after 2 fantastic games. 6 goals in total scored, none conceded. They looked very lackluster in that first half, and he certainly would have given them a bit of a shouting at and saying, come on guys, we need to lift our game. And so far they have.
Had a couple opportunities. That one's towards the far side. It goes through everybody. And out of play. Orange County top 3 in the league in goals scored. Yet to get one today, although they look much more aggressive in the second half.
Well, they know how good a side they are, Orange County. We saw it last season time and time again, all the way to the Western Conference Finals. They finished top of the table, and they just lost that final against Phoenix Rising. And of course, they had Didier Drogba playing in their side at the time. And so it was a fantastic season that just fell short at near the final hurdle. And they'll be expecting to go one better and reach the conference final this season. They certainly have the players to do it. So there's no question there, they believe in themselves, Orange County, and they could make this a very tough second half for OKC.
Jerry Von Wolfgang knocked that one out. Alvin Jones, who scored 4 minutes into this one, throwing it in. Jones getting his first goal of the year. OKC has led ever since, up 1-0. Here's maybe an opportunity. Lorendi comes out and plays it, as Seton was giving chase. Some good sportsmanship from both sides.
Yeah, Lorendi just having to wait for the ball to bounce and waited quite a long time, but in the end was big and strong and brave and got the ball, took the knock from Seton. And Seton gave him a pat on the head for being brave. And a good bit of play from both players there.
Cody Lorendi, the Melbourne, Florida, 30 years old. He's a great goalkeeper. Energy's all-time leader in USL appearances for a goalkeeper. It's 63, counting tonight. Fourth in the league in saves with 19. Hasn't been tested too much today, although OC looks much more aggressive in the second half.
Yes, I think his time to earn his money is going to come in the second half, no doubt about that.
Turned away by Energy FC's back line. Nearly 10 minutes in the second half. OC's controlled it so far. That one's towards the box. Here's an opportunity. It's Jones this time, as he sizes up the defender with the left foot, looking for Seton. It went through. And a run down on the far side by Forrester. And he's bodied up by the defender Jones.
Already much more positive from Orange County. Michael Seton seeing a lot more crosses in the box. That means trouble for OKC.
Every parent, sign your kids up for the all-new Energy FC Kids Club presented by Supermercados Morelos. Visit energyfc.com/Kids Club to learn more. A rare corner kick now for OC, trying to even this one up at one apiece. On Wolfgang, up in the air. Opportunity as he came back into play. Forrester just mishit it a bit. But OC keeps it. On Wolfgang near side. Working with it is Forrester. That backline's been so tough for Energy FC as OC resets. Towards the box, waiting for it was Seton, but the defense was back there as Williams headed it away. Battle far side. Pressure still on from Orange County. And physical play is, looks like that was maybe Forrester or possibly Darwin Jones getting tangled up.
Yeah, difficult for OKC to get their foot on the ball and play. It's been a dominant Orange County at the start of the second half here. And yeah, they're fighting well and defending well, OKC, but they're conceding a lot of space.
On Wolfgang, somebody else shoot. He fakes with the left foot. Recovering nicely, though, was Jones. And Wolfgang still with it. Ball towards the box, up in the air. Williams battles for it. Headed away by Cato. It'll be a corner coming up here for OC.
I think it might be a throw-in just before the corner there, but it's just going to be a long throw here from Kevin Alston.
Alston making start, number 6 for his team. Up in the air, Williams plays it for Energy FC, and they dodge one there. Now on the counterattack, look at the push. Ball goes up the field. It's Gordon running with it. Gordon, a race towards the box, crosses back over. Feeding far side. Here's a chance for Energy FC. The chip towards the box. It goes just a bit wide. An opportunity to really slam the door there for Energy FC, and they just weren't able to close it. It was Isley near the post.
What a wonderful counter-attack there from OKC, and Omar Gordon once again doing so well to hold the ball up, to find the players wide, and Isley here, I thought he's got to score. This has got to be his moment, and once again it just eludes their main striker, but what a fantastic move. That's what they were looking for there, soak up the pressure and counter-attack, and they nearly pulled it off.
Yeah, Gordon did a great job setting that one up. You know, Isley, such a great goal scorer, such a great player. Will put that one in probably 90% of the time. Let's see if Orange County can take advantage. But back there again, playing tight defense is Alvin Jones. He has had a great night tonight, not just the goal, but defensively, so tough.
Wow, that was an important opportunity for OKC. If they'd have got that second goal, they might have been able to relax a little bit more. And Omar Gordon, time and time, has turned out to be their greatest threat in attack. And once again, he set up a wonderful opportunity. So close.
OC had a couple chances in the second half. That was easily the best shot since the second half began for Energy FC. Battle out wide. Won by Orange County. Alston. Now he goes midfield. Crowd getting into it. Contour. The energy in Taft Stadium picking up.
A slight misunderstanding. Exchange of views between the two Orange County players.
Contour and Forrester not quite on the same page there. Now you see Contour trying to say, hey, I was kicking that way, I want you to run, and this didn't work out. Two teams. Comparable records. The winner really skyrockets up the standings in the Western Conference. Some contact. And a foul is called. Kick coming up here for Energy FC. Seaton.
Yep. He's got a lot more service in the second half, and if he keeps on getting that service, I fancy him to get the breakthrough because he is a quality young player up front.
Scored a goal in the 85th minute against RGV. The final goal in that 4-0 clean sheet, that shutout 10 days ago. Just 22 years old is Michael Seaton. Lorendi, the keeper, to boot this one away. Taking his time, milking the clock. It's the friend of OKC in the second half. Goes through everybody, and there'll be a throw in here for Orange County. We thought we might see a high-scoring game. Both these teams top 6 in goal scored this year. Got a goal 4 minutes in from Alvin Jones. We thought, oh, wow, we could be in for a shootout, but defense has come up big. Here's a chance for Energy FC. Great punch away by Cervantes.
Yeah, did well, the goalkeeper. I mean, that was a free kick given for a high boot, and the young man hitting the ball on the edge of his box. He couldn't use his hands, obviously, so have a look. He comes up with his head and nearly gets a kick in the face. That showed great bravery from the young 17-year-old keeper. Once again, he has withstood all the pressure, and you can't blame him for the deflected goal. Everything else he's done has been top class, especially bearing in mind his age at 17.
Wow, composure, bravery there. That was a chance for Energy FC to go up by 2. And Cervantes took it into his own head as he knocked it away.
Yeah, that was a potential to really get a bad facial injury, and he didn't pull out. The young goalkeeper went all the way. That's a good sign for his future.
See what OC does here. We've had a better second half in terms of opportunities, but again, Energy FC waiting for it. In the back trotter. Now Quinn. Nice feed as they reverse field. Near side out wide, and it looks...
Contour's gone down. He's got a bit of an ankle injury of some sort.
As he had some space and then pulled up limp. OC still with it. They're going towards Contour's side. Now it's Forrester. As Forrester tries to bend it towards the right post and misses wide as it was punched away by Laurenti.
Good strike from Forrester there. Nice save from Lorendi. And that's better from Orange County. If you're one of their fans, you're going to be feeling a lot happier. But this is a situation we saw out. Here's the strike firstly. But we did see out wide that Cantor was crawling off the pitch. So that looks like a bad injury for the left full back for Orange County.
We'll have to keep an eye on Contour and see if he's okay later on. As that one would have gone in. Laurenti with the save. The beautiful strike there. Up in the air, Laurenti pulls that one in.
He's looking for a quick throw to get Omar Gordon. Of course, it had to be Omar Gordon. On this occasion, he does lose it, though.
Great speed. He set up a couple good opportunities for his teammates today. And offsides is called. I like that strategy from OKC. They're not thinking, let's slow things up. Let's get it to our fastest player and try to push it up the field. Arellano comes in for OC.
Yeah, for Contour we hope his injury is not too bad. He went down very quickly and crawled off the pitch, which is not a good sign. But we hope it's not a permanently serious injury for Owusu Ansah Contour.
Arellano in 1-0. OKC on top. A goal 4 minutes into this match. It gave them the lead from Alvin Jones, his first of the year. And since then, defense has been the name of this. It's dominated. Couple opportunities for both teams in the second half. One great save from Laurenti just moments ago. An opportunity to score. That one just a bit wide from OKC earlier in the half off the foot of Christian Isley. As Arellano comes in, Hugo Arellano. Coming in for Contour. Hope he's okay. We'll keep a close eye on the social media over the next couple hours and days. A corner kick coming here, the first of this second half for OKC. Bosetti towards the far post. Still loose. Williams trying to set up Gordon. Gordon kicks back towards the middle. A shot. Maybe miskicked a little bit there and cleared away by OC.
I'm just wondering if Williams actually had a good chance to make contact with that. The ball came in, it seemed to go straight to him. You can see it again. Keep an eye on Williams, and there he does get the header. Just seems to get blocked by a black shirt. So Williams unlucky with that effort. Once again, OKC showing that they are not just sitting back. They're certainly going to go for that second goal.
We're waiting to see what the strategy would be from Coach Cook in the second half. We play passively, we play aggressively. It's definitely been the latter. He's kept the pressure on. About 20 minutes into this second half of play. Both teams have had opportunities. Here's OC. Out wide. Jones. Kick towards the box. Up in the air. Orange County still with it. Arellano, who just checked in, getting an opportunity here as he works on Gordon. Now OC resetting. Again, the back line so solid for Energy FC tonight. Here's Charlie Adams. Forrester towards the box, and the back line waiting for it. That was Alvin Jones booting it away.
I'm just looking at the bench, and for Orange County, there's this young U20 player, Amaya. Lots of talk about him, lots of excitement that he could be a future star.
Former #1 pick in the 2019 draft. Not even a year out of high school, just 5'4". I was watching his YouTube videos online. His handles are incredible, tons of speed. He's being loaned by FC Cincinnati.
Wow, Frankie Amaya. And if well, he'll get thrown on towards the end to try and get a breakthrough for Orange County.
OC trying to even this one up. Played back by Energy FC. Haven't had a lot of subs so far. Might see a couple, though, in the upcoming minutes as both coaches try to get fresh bodies out there. And there he is.
Hey, here he is.
The youngster, Amaya.
And we didn't have any forewarning of that, so delighted. For once, normally it's a commentator's curse. This time it actually works out.
Well done. We get to see the exciting young player. Darwin Jones, tough night for him, as he is 6th in the USL Championship in goals scored. Didn't get many opportunities tonight, but here comes Frankie Amaya, the #1 pick.
I'm surprised that Darwin Jones comes off, because if you need goals, would you take off your top goal scorer? Unless, unbeknownst to us, he's carrying a bit of a knock, has a touch of flu or something else. So there's always those things that we're not always aware of. But, to take off your top striker is unusual.
Gordon getting tangled up with Forrester on the sideline. And it is surprising to see Jones go out. The 27-year-old from Chicago. Quiet night, but he's played against a tough back line for Energy FC. As Frankie Amaya is in.
Well, if you're an OC fan, Orange County fan, you'll be super excited to see this young man, Frankie Amaya, play. I'm sure they can't wait to see him on their home ground as well.
Von Wolfgang up in the air towards the box, far side. A chance for Seaton, just a little bit too tall for him.
Yeah, just skims off the top of Seaton's head there, and sometimes those floated balls, if they don't have enough pace on them, it's very difficult to get on the end of them. You need balls that are whipped in, that the defenders have difficulty reaching. Nonetheless, it's still 1-0, and a job for Orange County to do as we're getting close to the 20 minutes to go mark. And if you're an OKC fan, you're saying, hey, we're heading to 5th in the table, but I wouldn't jump to that conclusion too quickly. Orange County, they went top of the Western Conference last year for no reason. Oh, the shove in the back there, but a little bit obvious.
Little contact at midfield. We thought it might be a chippier game, I think, or at least I did, after there was some confrontation in the earlier parts. The officials had to break up some players, but so far it's been pretty clean.
Yep, been very, very clean. Good sportsmanship both sides, good football both sides. But I got the sense the last 20 minutes there could be some fireworks.
Garcia sends a deep pass, headed nicely. Ball goes to Gordon as he battles in the box.
Oh,
and just kicked up in the air.
It's like a pinball machine in there.
Almost an opportunity there for Energy FC.
Yeah, Omar Gordon once again causing lots of problems.
It's going to be a corner here again for Energy FC. And Gordon doesn't have a goal today, but you're right, causing a lot of problems for Orange County. Now Bossetti the kick. This one towards the box, played out. Bossetti right there waiting for it. Pressure comes. And it's going to be out of play. Bossetti was going back towards that corner. Kick just a little bit too hot to handle, a little bit long from Rafael Garcia. Ariano to throw in. He just checked in moments ago for Contour, who went down after chasing a ball down the sideline. Frankie Amaya also in off the bench. He wears number 6 at midfield for Orange County. And fresh legs out there for the road team as they try to even this one up. Here is Amaya. 5'4", tons of speed, great with the ball. Forrester with it. Well, that's Von Wolfgang. Adams. Now Von Wolfgang, Gordon on him. Orange County trying to find some space. Backline so tough to get through, though. They've been on their game today. We mentioned him, we just touched the ball out. Alvin Jones, the early goal, and he's been great defensively.
Yes, they have done well, OKC. And bear in mind, they haven't got their top scorer, Deshaun Brown, with them. Omar Gordon's been fantastic up front. Imagine if and when Deshaun Brown gets back, this could be a much, much stronger OKC side.
Coach Cook said this weekend came a little bit too soon for Brown. He's maybe a couple days away from getting back out there. Had 3 goals in the first 2 games this year for OKC. Orange County, their top goal scorer, Darwin Jones, was subbed out for Maya. The chance into the box, kicked up in the air. Still playable. Gordon tries to head it out. And it'll go out of play.
Omar Gordon being the defensive man and is now taking the opportunity to go into attacks. He really has been the star of the show for me. From the OKC perspective, some pushing and shoving in midfield.
I believe those were some similar culprits from earlier. I think that was...
Oh, they still added those two.
Yeah. We saw some pushing and shoving in the first half, then things quieted down a bit, and now a player is down for Energy FC.
Bassetti there with a tight hamstring.
It's so good for OKC. I hope he can stay on.
Looks like he's being subbed off, isn't
Yeah. Bassetti, the Frenchman. A couple substitutions. Bassetti still jawing with Hume as he comes off. Bustos will check in, Marcos Bustos. That is the Freaky Fast substitution sponsored by Jimmy John's. Jimmy John's is proud to support the OKC Energy Football Club. As Bustos comes in, order a Freaky Fresh sandwich today at jimmyjohns.com or on their app. Marcos Bustos in for the first time tonight, or in as he checks in for Bassetti.
Well, this is a crucial time now for OKC. The manager, Steve Cook, has been under a lot of pressure. 3 losses and a draw in the last 4 after a good start. He's desperate for 3 points. He's desperate to get up into that top 8. And they're getting closer and closer. There's a clash of heads. The referee's got to stop this. Maybe that was a genuine clash of heads. Bustos has just come on. He hasn't been on more than a minute, and he's got a real smack in the back of the head.
That's a welcome in for Bustos, the midfielder.
And for Arellano, also a sub. So the 2 subs going for it here. Which shows you the commitment from both sides.
Sure.
Which is, we don't want to see anybody get hurt, but we also want to see players committed to their cause on behalf of their fans and their clubs. And both these 2 players have shown their commitment, but we hope they both get up and are not seriously injured at all.
Bustos, the midfielder from Winnipeg. His 2nd season with OKC.
Let's have a look at this again and just see exactly what happened. Yeah, there's a little bit of an elbow leading. And Bustos seems to take that in the back of the neck. But there was no intent, I don't think, done from either side.
Always something to be concerned about is whenever there's contact with the shoulders and up. Well, sports in general has done such a good job over the past 5-10 years of realizing the value of being extra careful about those things.
Yep, I think Arellano did leave his elbow up and he gets a yellow card for it, and that's probably why he stayed down longer. He didn't want to get into trouble, too much trouble with the referee, so he said he got injured, but he definitely did lift his elbow and catch Bustos.
Arellano the yellow, the first card for either team today. It is pretty clean matchup. 2 teams very close in terms of their win-loss record. A win goes a long way for both these squads. An early goal from Alvin Jones for OKC. Put them up 1-0, and that's been the lone goal scored so far. Garcia. It's a free kick here. Takes his time. Rafael Garcia, a newcomer in his first year with OKC. Chipped up in the air. Bustos trying to find Gordon. And it's played back well by OC. Ball bounces around. Bustos comes away with it. It looked like it was another player for Energy FC coming up a little bit hobbled. That was Garcia. Be a kick coming up here for OC Cervantes. Tough luck on that early goal, but he's been so good since then, the 17-year-old.
Yeah, showing great maturity, and like I said again, wonderful to see great talent coming through, and And well done to the likes of Orange County for giving these youngsters a chance. This is the future of USA football, and we're having so many wonderful young players coming through the system. You just wonder where USA football will be in 10 years if they keep developing this great talent.
Every year, I mean, we add more teams to the USL Championship this season. Every year, more teams come in, more players come in as the sport continues to grow, not just at the MLS level, but at the USL level, and really just a lot of fun to watch and be a part of.
Absolutely, but as someone who's a new American, it's just hopeful that one day there'll be an American team good enough to, if not win the World Cup, certainly have a good crack at it. And they need to build and find some superstars, not just good players, but top world-class players. And maybe what we're seeing here with these youngsters is the future world-class players that can bring the World Cup trophy back to the USA. Wouldn't that be awesome?
Be exciting as the sport continues to grow in the U.S. to see something like that as that one's played out. And Gary, being a Manchester United great, you saw kind of the evolution of soccer during your time there, and I'm sure maybe there's some comparative aspects about the way soccer grew where you're from, and then how potentially it's starting to grow here a little bit more in the U.S.
Yes, I think that the biggest thing missing, and it's not a criticism, it's just an observation, is that in a lot of places in the world, kids play 8-9 hours a day, Argentina, Brazil, Africa, wherever. Here it's only 1 or 2 hours, and then they give it up to go to college. So, you know, could I put it this way? You need more poor people, if you know what I mean.
Sure.
You know, people who are desperate, who are just totally committed. A yellow card there for Ross, but who are totally committed to playing all day long, every day, because that's their only option, and college isn't an option. If you can find those sort of kids, then maybe you can produce the Messis of the world and other great players, because otherwise, how do you compete with a kid who plays 8 hours a day in Cameroon, Africa or something? It's very, very difficult.
Oh, it's a great point, and I think we see that a lot with maybe basketball or baseball, with these players playing on multiple Legion teams growing up, and now soccer is starting to get that, as it looks like Energy FC calling for a handball.
Yep, handball there, no question about it. Everybody stop play. No one's really contesting the decision from the Orange County side.
Going back to that last yellow card, Callum Ross picked up the yellow, so 1 card for either team.
Let's have a look. I think you'll see it's a clear handball. It's a nicely flighted free kick into the box, meant to cause some trouble, but look at the hand coming out, and there you go. Yeah, it's quite a solid contact there from Liam Trotter.
No argument from Trotter. He's trying to get that first goal this year. He's such a great team player. We're counting down. It's about 10 minutes left.
10 minutes. OKC fans, it hasn't, the Portland 2 situation hasn't struck as yet.
They lead late. Can OKC hold on to this one, pick up their first win in more than a month? Or can Orange County have a late rush and get their first road win this season? 10 minutes left. We got one more substitution coming in. Vinicius will check in. Charlie Adams to sub out. So Vinicius and Paula come in late in that win 10 days ago against Tacoma. Big forward, just 21 years old. Charlie Adams is out, getting the start today, playing well.
Sale con el número 10, Charles Adams. Entra con número 13, Vinicius.
Looks like Cato's on his way out.
But Cato will come out. Solid play for him today. Kyle Hyland, the veteran, will check in.
Number 3, Kyle Hyland. Enters the match for number 17.
No doubt Hyland with the task of making sure that remains a clean sheet for OKC and they can walk away with all 3 points.
25-year-old from Bay Village, Ohio. Seeing his 4th bit of action this year in his 4th game play. All right, under 10 left to go after the subs. OKC trying to hold on and get the win. Orange County's had a couple opportunities in the second half.
Yeah, they've been better. They certainly have been better in the second half, but it hasn't been a ton of opportunities. It's not what I would expect from Orange County. They're such a good side, and they were wonderful last season. And in the back of 2-1s, I thought they would do a little bit more. Maybe they still will in the last 10 minutes. Who knows?
Murillo battling near the box. Cleared out by Energy FC.
But whenever we look at one team and say, well, they haven't quite performed to their ability, you've got to look at the other team and say, hey, OKC, been an energetic performance, and they got stuck in, and they really are desperate to get the 3 points, and they've committed, and it's been an excellent performance from them, and they'll take the deflected goal. They don't care how it goes in. And they just won these 3 points and move up the table.
Alvin Jones got that goal 4 minutes into this one. He's been great defensively, so is Williams, DeFont. Gordon's been all over the field. Now Energy FC trying to pick up the big win in front of the home crowd. Pass towards the middle. Here's an opportunity. The chip is wide left. And the officials stopped it even before the shot, it looks like.
Oh, they're calling for a penalty, but the referee says, I didn't see it. Let's have a look. What a good ball. Pulled back there, Forrester. Let's have a look. Gets struck. Does it? Oh, we can't see if it hits anyone's hand or not. There's a guilty look from the middle. Yes, it looks. I'm quite sure. Is it Mike DeFont who gets a hand on it here, or? Ooh, it looks, I mean, if there was VAR, you would think that might be called a penalty, but the referee has to see it. And to be fair, I've looked at it 3 times in slow-mo, and I'm not even sure. So there's no way the referee can give something that he hasn't clearly seen.
And you think at this point in the game, it's very late, so tightly played, that unless the referee is sure, he's probably going to err maybe on the side of
caution. Well, he has to.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the rule. If you don't see it, you can't guess. You absolutely can only give what you see, and that was hard for us to see with replays. So I understand his decision.
OC, a chance. The header.
Oh, and blocked again.
Bit wide, it was blocked out of play as Orange County.
Vinicius is saying, what do we need to do to score? If one blocked off the line would look like a handball, another one blocked. 2 great chances for OC.
Here's another shot. The 3rd corner kick in a row. Williams. After that was Harris, the captain, and he drew contact, and Orange County can't finish.
Wow, I want to see this again. There's 2 unbelievable chances. Look at this one here. That's Vinicius with the header and the shot. The header gets blocked by Isley. The shot gets blocked by Isley. Wow, great defending, OKC.
Isley's had a couple chances offensively today that didn't go, but that defensive play may have saved this lead for OKC. Isley, well done.
Well, Isley struggled up front. It just hasn't happened for him. He nearly had a chance to toe poke one in at the far post. It didn't happen, but those 2 blocks might have been the game-saving play by Isley.
Werendi calls for his teammate to move into position. Now sends it deep. 2 major defensive plays by Christian Isley. Gives OKC. Allows them to keep their lead 1-0. Now here comes Gordon, lightning quick. Double team, knocked out of play. It'll be a throw in here for OKC.
Oh, he's just winding the clock down a little bit. Omar Gordon holding the ball up in the opponent's half. That's the way to play it. For me, he's been the star player for OKC. Others might disagree and have their own star players, but I think he's created opportunities. He's been a threat from the very, very beginning. He's been the main outlet for the home side and put in a great performance here today.
I'm right there with you, Gary. Defensively, offensively, it has been Omar Gordon's night. A game that OKC really needed, and he's come through big time. Played out easily by Orange County, still on the Energy FC side, and then a foul's going to be called. A little bit of pushing afterwards.
Yeah, it's all getting a bit niggly now. Last 5 minutes, Orange County uptight, upset. They've had a better second half, but it really hasn't been one of their best performances, and I'm sure that frustrates them and their manager, Braden Cloutier. Wonder if in the last 5 minutes they can still turn it around. I'm still trying to get over those 2 chances. One that was knocked off the line, which looked like it could have been a penalty. The other one, a double block from Isley, from Vinicius. Wow. Fantastic defensive play from OKC.
What a narrative tonight for Christian Isley. Couple tough luck, almost scores in that first half, and then he comes away and he's a hero defensively here in the second. Still some time for Orange County though. They've been trailing since the 4th minute of the first half. As that one is deflected out, it's going to be another corner for Orange County.
I'm sure Steve Cook saying to his players, come on, guys, you work so hard for the points. We need them desperately. Do not mess it up now by some poor defending. Of course, Orange County is saying the opposite. Come on, boys, set piece, let's score.
The left foot of Quinn bends it towards the near side, and another near chance for Orange County. But right there is that OKC back line.
I thought that was another one going in. All those black shirts seem to be on the end of the ball. Let's have a look at it. It's a good corner in. They get up the black shirts. I thought one of them got on the end of it. Let's have a look. Oh, it's so close. Just headed away there by the home side.
Energy fans gonna run out of nails to bite here. Played out well by the defense. Again, hit up in the air. There's a couple minutes left for Orange County to even this one. Williams battling. Playing well with Seaton as that one goes out, and Michael Seaton will throw in quickly. Under 2:30 left. Quick pass to the far post. In position was that back line. That was Alvin Jones. Then cleared away, much to the delight of the home crowd. And now here comes Energy FC on the counterattack.
Omar Gordon again. Isn't he a fantastic outlet for this home side? Just when they need him, he wins the first ball. He's trying to hold it up here.
OC gets it back. Omar Gordon, he's been the man of the match, though. All the big plays, it seems like Gordon's been right there.
Well, certainly, I think Orange County will feel frustrated if they don't get any points here today, because the last 10 minutes, they've created a whole bunch of opportunities in that box, and it just hasn't fallen for them.
Couple good defensive plays by OKC. Maya. Kick up in the air, defended well. Gordon heads it back out. Now Amaya, the top overall pick in the 2019 draft. Playing big minutes here on loan from FC Cincinnati. Yeah, one more substitution. Ibiaga's going to come in. Goes between a starter and coming off the bench. Ibiaga in for Isley. After that big defensive play, some fresh legs here for Coach Cook.
Yep, it's all about defense now. They've got the 3 points. What they must do is not give them away. So it's going to be just defend for your life and try and get the ball to Omar Gordon.
We'll see how much bonus time is put on the clock. A good defensive play there from Energy FC. Amaya with it. Crosses it towards the box. An opportunity here for the road team, and that one goes out.
Right, the home fans are beginning to see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's nearly into injury time now, or extra time. 5 minutes is coming up. Wow.
Got a couple players go down. That does seem like quite a bit.
All right, well, I'll take that back. The fans are still worried. Anything could happen in the last 5 minutes.
One moment, if you're an OKC fan, you let out a sigh of relief, and now you're holding your breath again with 5 minutes left to go.
Certainly Orange County have bombed that box in the last 10 minutes, and they really have been unlucky not to get anything fall their way. Even a disputed penalty call, which without VAR, I don't think anyone, including the ref, could see if it was or not, but certainly could have been. The players, Orange County players, I just think it is. Another ball into the box.
This one, again, waiting for it, was that back line for OKC. As that was Harris, who was in the right spot.
Yep, he's busy organizing all the others. Atiba Harris, making sure that they all pick up. It would be heartbreaking if they conceded now from an OKC perspective.
Captain Alston to throw in. Good throw, high up in the air. Lorendi tries to punch it away. It's still loose. Almost went through off the crossbar.
Save from the goalkeeper. Lorendi tips it onto the crossbar. That is an unbelievable save from the goalkeeper.
Got that left paw on it. Lorendi comes up big in the end here.
Watch this one again. This is, if we get to see the replay, this is a fantastic save. Let's have a quick look. Ball comes in, gets headed, keeper going with the punch. Have a look, watch the keeper. Oh, wonderful save, the man in red.
The very last instant, Lorendi able to get a paw on it, but he's not out of the woods yet. Von Wolfgang bends it towards Lorendi. He waits for it like a center fielder and pulls it in.
Yeah, he's going to take a breather there and think, man, I just pulled off the save of the season.
He's earned that little time on the ground.
Wow.
Milk this clock.
Wow, with minutes left, you pull that sort of save out. And you win this for your team. And if that's not on the save of the week highlights reel, I'll be very disappointed. You can only be happy with himself with that. That is a fantastic left arm reflex save.
Cody Lorendi had a quiet first half, wasn't really challenged in the second half, though. He has been absolutely huge for his team.
Yeah, he has as well, along with his defenders. They've been heading things off the line and tackling, and even with Isley coming back and making a double block from Vinicius, it really has been a team effort. But sometimes you pick one moment in a game to remember, and that save from Cody Lorendi, that is the one that will stick in my mind from this game. That is a game-winning save.
OC almost completely out of time, probably one or two more chances. There's another one from Lorendi. It's still in play, and now it goes out. Another big save from Lorendi.
The keeper's earning his money here in the last few minutes. Yeah, Orange County is saying, what do we have to do to get something out of this match? And let's give the visitors credit. They really have piled on the pressure here in the last 10, 15 minutes.
They've been all around the goal, but Lorendi has been great. Might have to make one more stop here, as that goes wide.
Oh, no, it's another opportunity for Orange County. A clear header at the back stick. Just flies past that far post. And there's still 2 minutes left. I think that Lorendi's just trying to slow it down. He's like, I've had enough of this. I'm just going to kill this ball, take my time, and try and boot it as far up the pitch as I can. But wow, the pressure that Orange County have put on that OKC defense in the last 10, 15 minutes has been immense.
Lorendi trying to give his team their first win in over a month since that 2-0 start. Orange County, every time we think, okay, that's the last big push, they always come up with another one.
Well, it's a minute left. If they can just turn and whack that ball down the pitch, who knows?
Amaya.
Here we go.
Up in the air. That time, Energy FC able to play it out. Amaya. Now some space on the left side. The kick is saved again by Lorendi. Another massive save by Cody Lorendi, and this one goes out of play. Cody Lorendi, a man on fire here in his final 5 minutes.
Another great save from the keeper, but that ball's bouncing everywhere. The Orange County guys can't get in the end of it. When they do, it seems to get blocked. Must be driving you nuts if you're an Orange County fan. They have so many times thought they're going to equalize, and it's either been a great block or a great save. And what a fantastic defensive rear guard from OKC, and in fair dues, what some fantastic attacking from Orange County.
They're running out of time. Almost completely out of time. Cody Lorendi, huge in the end. There was a goal earlier from Alvin Jones that got him on top. One more shot here from Orange County. They're still in possession. Still a slight pulse. And now that might do it right there. Gordon on the run. What a night for him. Gordon to the corner. It goes out of play.
And this could be about it. I think Omar Gordon just bought them the couple of seconds they need. There you go.
That's it. OKC, their first win in over a month. They win a big one in front of their home fans at Taft Stadium on an early goal from Alvin Jones. Jones picking up that early goal. It held for OKC. Here's our Mass Mutual man of the match, presented by Mass Mutual. Alvin Jones, big defensively, got that early goal, but what I think a team victory tonight here for OKC.
Oh, absolutely. A fantastic victory. You can see the smiles on their faces. They were made to work. Certainly was a more comfortable first half, and then it started to ramp up. In the second half, Orange County increased the pressure, but the last 15 minutes, Orange County absolutely threw everything at OKC, and no wonder those fans are saluting the players. Brilliant rear guard action. If you're Orange County, you've got to say, wow, you know, we really deserve something. That young goalkeeper there did really well today. Can't blame him for the goal, Oren Cervantes. But Orange County, they had so many chances. Things were kicked off the line and blocked, and very frustrating day for the visitors. They put in a great last 15 minutes. But Cody Lorendi there will probably be considered by many of the fans as man of the match. What a couple of great saves at the end. And the one with the left hand, a brilliant save.
Yeah, an incredible last 5 minutes for Lorendi. Coach Cook gets his team a win. They take it 1-0. They have 3 wins on the year. We'll break and come back and look back at this big victory for OKC on the post-game show. Again, 1-0. Energy FC picking up the victory at home.
Goals are something we outline for ourselves, and oftentimes they can be pretty lofty. When things begin to line up the way we think they should, we appreciate those who helped us along the way, like the help you get with commercial banking from FFB. Our experts are ready to partner with you to help you manage cash flow, oversee accounts through online banking, and help you secure a business line of credit. Because we know you've got better things to do, like grow your business. FFB. We go where you go.
Mercy helps the energy get to the top of their game. We can help you get to the top of yours.
OKC Energy win 1-0. That's the final score, brought to you by Dental Depot. Tonight's postgame is also brought to you by Dental Depot. OKC Energy FC winning on an early goal from Alvin Jones.
Goalkeeper 7 of age, barely into the match, 5 minutes into the match, and he gets beaten by a deflected goal, but nothing he could do about it. And a tough start there for Orange County, and a wonderful start, of course, for OKC. Look at the delight on the players there. Desperate for something after 3 losses and a draw in the last 4.
And credit that OC back line, though. Tough break to start, and they really played strong the rest of the way. But then Cody Lorendi really took over in that second half.
Yep, Forrester with a shot here, and Lorendi gets a good push away, but that was one of many saves to come, and the pressure just built here. It was a block. There was a double block there. Vinicius had a header blocked by Isley, then a shot blocked by Isley. So it was all happening, long throws and flick-ons, and watch Cody Lorendi save here. Watch his left arm come up. That is the save of the match, possibly the save of the season. Absolutely stunning. And the pressure continue. Here is the same one again. Have a look at it. Oh, wonderful save from the keeper. Absolutely brilliant. And more pressure just kept coming here. That could have been and should have been a header on target.
And those feel like they're all different, all the same play, all replays. They weren't. Those were different plays. Constant attack on Cody Lorendi, and he held strong as OKC Energy comes up with a big victory. Those shots, they got pretty close in that second half as OC had plenty more opportunities in that final half of play.
They did at halftime. There was hardly any shots and none on target. Much better. Almost equivalent to OKC. And if you're an Orange County fan, you probably say they did enough to get the draw. Yeah, in theory they did, but OKC just defended absolutely brilliantly. So it's a tough one for OC on the road. They're going to have to go back and consider the chances missed. But for OKC, applause for some great defensive work.
Those full-time stats are brought to you by First Fidelity Bank, proud founding partner of Energy FC. The final score, a 1-0 victory for OKC Energy FC. They moved to 3-1 on the year, and Orange County drops to 2-3-1. Big thanks to you, the fan, for tuning in. We appreciate your support. Big thanks to our great production crew doing all the fantastic work behind the scenes. For Gary Bailey, I'm Ryan Pierce signing off. Until next time, OKC Energy FC beats Orange County 1-0 tonight. Good night, folks. We appreciate you tuning in.
copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.